Welcome to my channel, An Easy Step to English Grammar. And today's topic of discussion is the difference between present continuous tense and present perfect continuous tense. It is a very easy subject. It's a very simple subject, but students often confuse between present continuous tense and present perfect continuous tense. Now I am giving you some examples, then I will come to the conclusion or the definition. For example, my first example that I am going to give is the children are playing cricket. The children are playing cricket in the field. And you know that it is the example of present continuous tense because subject plus auxiliary verb am is are plus present form of the verb plus ing. So all of you know that this subject verb agreement, present form of the verb plus ing, and the auxiliary verb form am is are just after the subject means present continuous tense. And if you want to turn it into present perfect continuous tense, you will have to say the children have been playing cricket in the field for about 2 hours. For about 2 hours. When there is period of time or point of time, there must be for and have been. Subject plus has been or have been, that is the subject and verb agreement. Subject plus has been or have been and present form of the verb plus ing. And when the time is not specifically mentioned, you will use for. You must use for. And if the time is specifically mentioned, you will have to use since. For example, the children have been playing cricket in the field since 4 p.m. or since 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Clear? Since. Why do you use since? Because the time has been specifically mentioned. Clear? Now another example I am going to give. For example, I am reading a poem composed by Shelley. I am reading a poem composed by Shelley, Percy Bysshe Shelley. That means I plus am, that is the form of the verb, am is are, and read plus ing, reading, that is the present form of the verb plus ing. And if you turn it into present perfect continuous tense, you will have to say, I have been reading a poem composed by Shelley for about an hour or for an hour, H-O-U-R, hour. And if you want to specify the time, you will have to say, I have been reading a poem composed by Shelley since 12 o'clock at noon. Since 12 o'clock at noon. Because the time, the point of time has been specifically mentioned. Another example. My father is working in this office. It is simple present continuous tense. My father is working in this office. My father is third person singular number plus be verb is plus work plus ing, present form of the verb plus ing. And if you want to turn it into present perfect continuous tense, you will have to say, my father has been working in this office since 1980 or since 1986, whatever you may say, since. Clear? Because the particular year has been mentioned, the particular period of time has been mentioned specifically. Clear? Another example I am going to set. For example, it is raining, or it is raining cats and dogs, or it is raining heavily. So, it is the preparatory it plus is form of verb plus raining, rain plus ing. So it is present continuous tense. And if you want to turn it into present perfect continuous tense, you will have to say, it has been raining for 45 minutes. It has been raining for 45 minutes. Or it has been raining since 3 p.m. or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever you may say. Clear? So subject plus has been plus present form of the verb plus ing, for or since. For is used when the time or the period is not specifically mentioned, and since is used when the time or the period is specifically mentioned. Clear? Another example I am going to set. For example, I am telling you, the children are making a noise in the classroom. The children are making a noise in the classroom. Children, plural number, and subject plus verb agreement. So, be form of the verb am is are, subject plus are plus making, make plus ing. The children have been making a noise in the classroom. It means it has been continuously going on, but neither the time nor the specific time has been mentioned. You may suggest that it belongs to present perfect continuous tense by using has been or have been without mentioning for or since. For example, I have been reading this book. I have been reading this book means for about 2 hours or since 5 p.m., etc. But if you use I have been reading this book, it means it belongs to present perfect continuous tense, although you do not mention the time or the period. So this is the end of my lesson, and I hope that all of you have understood the matter, and I hope that you will practice at home the examples of present continuous tense and present perfect continuous tense. Thanking all of you. Goodbye.